Hello, it's Talking Reds. It's John Gibbons. I'm here with Fuad Hasan. And Merry Christmas. The tree is up, looking beautiful as ever. Be nice about the tree. You mean about the tree. And Sam's very touchy on it. He works really hard. He goes out to Delamere Forest every year, chops that down. Well, chops a new one down, obviously. Hand makes the baubles, and then you just skit him. So be nice this year. Get your festive spirit. Hashtag be kind. And be nice about the tree. It's lovely, I think, Fuad.
It is. It brings us into the spirit of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And, Sam's hard work as well. Or you see all the blood, sweat and tears he puts into decorating it.
Yeah.
It's extra love.
Cycles back from the forest with that on his back. You're tight, honestly. You're absolutely tight. But you feel festive, it's the footy's coming back, there's going to be Boxing Day League fixtures. I'm starting to feel a bit festive. We've had our Christmas night out.
Yeah, no, definitely. It feels like the World Cup's wheeling down a bit. So that weird thing that's been thrown in the middle of Christmas, it hasn't been as big of a thing now. But yeah, I am feeling festive. I think the footy coming back is getting more and more exciting. I think especially with everything that's been talked about with transfers and things like that, it's starting to feel like the mill is turning again.
Yeah, no, the mill is turning again, and. The World Cup sort of still on, at the moment, but just sort of winding down. And obviously the Reds are out in Dubai at the moment. So, it feels like this little pre-season. It does feel like we are sort of getting back to seeing Mo Salah and the boys, which will be a week tomorrow, actually, won't it?
It will, yeah, it will. I'm actually really excited. I think this winter break thing that sort of happened for Jurgen is a bit of a blessing in disguise. As anyone who's seen the second episode of Jurgen will have known, he does love a winter break, and it was a real big thing for him in Germany. And I think he's got that experience of how to best use it. I know it's a few years ago, but he's got most of his players now, and I'm sort of excited to see what they come back like. I feel like they all seem to be having a nice time playing paddle tennis together against Thiago and Mo, and that's what you want to see, don't you? You just want to see them relaxed again, but also winding it up when it comes to the training and getting ready for the season.
Yeah, absolutely. The World Cup, as I say, is still going. There was one semi-final last night. There's another one tonight. But listen, for me, the World Cup's all but one big audition to play for Liverpool. You know what I mean? That's what Enzo Fernandez was focused on last night. Getting Argentina, his country, to the World Cup final was just a bonus. Really, just wanted to show off in front of the Reds to show what about. And tonight is Amrabat's turn. And shout out to our good friends at Empire of the Cop. We've got a bit of exclusive. They spoke to a couple of journalists. About Amrabat and the idea that his preferred option might be a move to Liverpool. The idea that Fiorentina might be willing to cash in January, which is not necessarily the case for some of these other midfielders we want, and a good option for Liverpool as well. I mean, when I've seen him in this World Cup, he looks a fantastic player, Fuad, and the kind of fees that are being talked around 30 million plus aren't crazy for other options that are being talked of in January.
Exactly, especially when you take into account that there's this World Cup tax, isn't there? Whenever a player sort of shines a little bit, like a few million get added on. He looks great. He looks like a bit of a leader as well in that midfield and in that Morocco team. The one thing you would say is they play a certain shape, don't they, in a certain way, and sometimes you don't see all the sides to a player, but he's held that so well. Him and Unahi as well in that Morocco midfield, they both look like really, really good players, and they've been so central to everything that they've done well. So I'd be happy with the Reds going for that. We all know that we're crying out for midfield options, and also in different ages. Yes, we want the younger ones, but I think he's around 27. If I'm not mistaken, and I think that is, a nice
26.
age. 26.
You're aging him.
Sorry, Soph.
Fuad goes
yeah, don't you all go calling him that, So it's a nice age. It's a nice age, and it's a nice age for this Liverpool midfield as well.
How old are you, Fuad?
I'm 24.
Do you feel like you're in your peak, or do you feel like when you get to 26, you'll be
commanding the midfield?
You'll be making all sorts of documentaries.
Yeah, hopefully.
On and off the pitch, I'm sort of talking about here. As I say, he'll be playing tonight. There's loads of midfielders being linked at the moment, and they will all be discussed on the award-winning Gutter, which is being recorded today. Neil hosting that one today that's being recorded at 12. Will be out a little bit later. Also, we've done a little bit, on all the sorts of forward options at the moment. So do listen if you haven't yet to the Jude Bellingham stuff we did last week, which was really good. And also later on this week, I'm going to be speaking to a Portuguese football expert all about Enzo Fernandez and about his his rapid rise to where he has now and what's happened, and how willing they think that Benfica will be to do a deal on him, maybe hopefully a little bit lower than that eye-watering release clause that he has. So loads of fantastic stuff across the Anfield Wrap at the moment about the transfers, about the ownership, the takeover situation. We had Dave Powell in last week, who writes about finance for the Liverpool Echo, who goes over to Boston a lot, speaking to him about what he thinks the latest of the situation is around the ownership. So it was a really good show as well. All available if you download the Anfield Wrap app and get stuck in. But also loads, obviously, building up to the return. Out in Dubai at the moment, Fuad, they played on Sunday. A bit of a funny game, so to start as well and then petered off like these games often are. I'm looking forward to Friday's one. I'm hoping to see those players that we recognise as first team getting a little bit longer. Obviously Darwin Núñez. Apparently Jordan Henderson has gone out there. He's not going to be, he's still resting, but he's decided to rest with the boys, basically, which is fair enough. It's what I do. Take a week off and just come in and bother Fuad. Just don't do any work. It's good. But he's sort of gone over there. Don't be expecting him. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the friendly on Friday, where we're all going to sort of watch it here and do a bit of post-match stuff, audio and video, watch it together. But yeah, I enjoyed what I saw on Sunday in terms of that intensity they started with, and hopefully see a bit more of that on Friday.
Exactly. It's it's almost back to the summer in that sense, isn't it? It's building blocks. Each game you will see that progress, and like you said, having some of these guys back, there might be a bit of a World Cup hangover, but this is where you get it out of your system. This is where, they're all back together with the boys. Jordan Henderson's with his mates, and Darwin Núñez as well with his new mates. You hope that this is the time where, all that kind of gets pushed away, and it's now the Reds only, and we start seeing that in these pre-season games.
Yeah, I also spoke to Paul Gorst, who's out there in Dubai. He's actually the only journalist from the Liverpool patch, if you like, who's gone off to cover it. So fair play to Gorst. He's having a nice time. Yeah. He went out with the Dubai Reds, which I've done before, and it's not going to us for one. Let me tell you.
Not for the faint-hearted.
It isn't for the faint-hearted. Of course, he said he had to slope at one point and leave them to it because he had work to do the next day. But seems to be having a good time. But I had a really good chat with him about he had a good chat with Calvin Ramsey after the game, so speaking to him about that and how he hopes after a bit of a false start to really get his Liverpool career going. He also interviewed Andy Robertson. Got 20 minutes with Andy Robertson out there as well. So that interview is going to be coming out over the next couple of days on the Liverpool Echo, but Gorst to give us a little sneak peek into that and a couple of things that Andy had said, but also talked about the mood in the camp, if you like, and the determination that they have to right the wrongs of that first part of the season, to make sure going into this period that they are more aggressive, that they are more front foot, and they are much more like the Liverpool we know and love.
Yeah, definitely. I think that the message is in a way for the manager and all the coaching staff is so simple in that sense, isn't it? And this whole camp has that one sole purpose of making sure they are feeling like that. I like the idea that loads of the young players again are there. Likes of Calvin Ramsey, who hasn't really had the best start in terms of luck with injuries and being able to really sort of bed in with the group. Now he gets his chance. He gets to see what it's like to be a Liverpool player out in another country, and all these things where sometimes these things are a bit uncomfortable and you got to get used to it. Well, now that all these young guys are getting experience under their belts, Fabio Carvalho, another one, Harvey Elliott as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they sort of come back, and I think Andy Robertson is interesting in that because we see him as that leader, and him being able to spend time with these guys and really sort of, I guess, come back fresh is exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as I said, on Friday we'll be covering the match against AC Milan, so we're going to all watch it here, then we're going to do audio and video reaction to our subscribers, so make sure you download the app for that, and hopefully we'll see lots of things to get us excited for that game next Thursday. But before all that, you need to get sorted for Christmas. Have you got all your presents yet?
Nope.
Well, luckily for you, the AnfieldWrap.com/shop has got you sorted. There's these beautiful hats that retail at £18. Really nice quality, really good, really thick. I mean, needed. It's fucking freezing. I don't know if you've noticed. It is absolutely cold, and we're all out and about, shopping and stuff and getting stuff. So, and if you go on the match on Thursday as well, you're going to need something warm. So these hats are there. We've also got the loads of fantastic t-shirts at the moment. This is one we've done with Abigail, who's one of our contributors now as well, but is a fantastically, amazingly talented artist. And we've put some of her work. These are painted I was going to say hand-painted, not each one, hand-painted obviously, but she basically painted an A3 canvas, especially for us, and then we managed to scan it in. I don't know how they do it, to be honest, magic. Scan it in and then reproduce it rather beautifully on this t-shirt. They're all individually numbered as well. We've decided to already do 200 of each to keep it a bit of a collector's item, so they're all individually numbered, so you get yourself. So it makes it a nice little gift, and also we've got these nice little gift packs as well. So we're wrapping everything that we do a little bit nicer at the moment as well, putting a few little extra goodies in there as well. So fantastic Christmas presents for you, because do you buy yourself a Christmas present? You've been good this year. I think you should be proud of yourself. Or also for other Reds that you know, or if anyone's saying, I can't figure what to get you for Christmas, just plug them to the AnfieldWrap.com/shop. Also gift subs there as well, free 6 and 12 gift subscriptions for all the Anfield Wrap premium content that you can get from the shop as well. So loads on there. Have a little look, go over, and we would appreciate it. I'll just bring in some little comments. Loads about the tree, mainly.
I'm guessing all kind, right?
Mixed reception. I think it is fair to say mostly positive. I think mostly people have listened to my play. Good Christmas tree joke here. When I'm talking about the game on Friday, Barry said, could we expect to see a Christmas tree formation, which I liked. I mean, that's more, Sam would appreciate it, it's more of a 90s thing. Terry Venables used to play a little bit of the Christmas tree, so there we are, the 90s for England. You don't see much of it now, which is a little bit of a shame. I liked it as a formation, but anyway, there we go. Loads of stuff about sorts of transfers and things like that. Yeah, it's mainly tree chat, I'll be honest with you, but people liking it. Dave Feeney says, any chance of an agony? We are trying our hardest to pull together a Christmas agony. Ben Johnson is a bit here, there and everywhere at the moment, as are a few of the others, and we want it to be that solid agony crew, because we want to give bad advice, would we? Do you know what I mean? Well, what would happen? Well, yeah, I mean, we literal kids have been born because of the agony show. So we'll hopefully get one recorded, and we'll be on out between Christmas and New Year. That is the plan. But there we go. Yeah, I think that's everything. I'll just say Merry Christmas to everyone. We'll be here for Talking Reds next week. It's the 16th of December. It's the last day for postage if you want to get any of this. It's UK only at the moment. I mean, obviously, if you're outside the UK, you can still buy the stuff, but you won't get it before Christmas. 16th of December is the last day for UK postage. Get this. Gift subs, we go right up to Christmas, and we do go right up. Me and Hannah have been known to be doing it at Christmas Day morning, but it's just dead funny because there's always someone who does want to, like, 10 past midnight on Christmas Eve, who's like shit! And, you know, I just want to help out my fellow disorganised Reds out there. And so, yeah, so either me or Hannah will always do a little bit of that. Probably me this year, to be honest with you. Hannah's got it.
Good handful, hasn't he?
Got other stuff going on. Whereas me, I've just got the 2 kids. I think that is everything. Oh, finally, and last but not least, you will hopefully have seen the fact that the Jurgen Klopp Part 2 documentary is out now, directed by this handsome man to my right, who's not yet reached his peak. You heard it first. So we'll see what he has got next. If you've not seen Part 1, yeah, first of all, where have you been? Secondly, luckily for you, it is available on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube now, straight after we finish, go and watch Part 1. The reviews have been absolutely brilliant, quite rightly. It looks fantastic. The storytelling is wonderful in there. Loads of really interesting stuff. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll learn a little, and that was just me. So that is all about that. Part 2 is available now, so make sure. Have you been pleased with the reaction, Phil?
I have been. It's been really great, and it's nice seeing the sort of spread of people as well. I think, you know, people outside of the sort of Liverpool bubble as well seem to be enjoying it, which is really nice. Yeah, because it's about a great guy.
Well, the response in Germany has been really nice as well, and I think Dave appreciated the fact that, you know, we've told that part of his story, and that we recognised that, you know, Jurgen Klopp just didn't just land from Mars at Anfield, but, you know, he was formed, you know, in German football, and that's been really nice too.
Definitely, and I think we're getting a big mention in his hometown's annual review, so that's a big achievement. Huge. I do want to go to Glatton. Yeah. Do want to go to Butchers. It'd be absolutely freezing right now, but I would recommend in the summer. Yeah. I probably won't make it before Christmas anyway, to be honest with you. We've got a lot on. That's where Sam got the tree from. But this is a little clip from Part 2, so we're going to play now. So hope you enjoy this. Hope to give you a taste. As I say, Part 1 is available to watch on YouTube. Part 2, if you want to watch that, you do need to download the app. But if you are a new downloader, you will get some tokens that you'll be able to use
to purchase that. But yeah, without further ado, here is the clip from Jurgen, part 2. Up the Reds, see you later.
The capo for the ultras, the guy who leads the chants, and he was one of the people who were rather critical of Klopp. And he told me the story that Klopp arranged a meeting with fan representatives